southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Connor James, and a happy Friday to you. We're coming up at 5 a.m. Let's check in with Kelly McShane for a look at your forecast this morning. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Connor. We are looking foggy like we were yesterday. However, not as bad as yesterday. So happy Friday to everyone. Like I said, a little bit of fog this morning. Let's go ahead and check on the visibility right now. Like yesterday, into the Cumberland Valley region, that's where they're seeing the thickest fog. Those darker grays is going to be your thicker fog area. So just be very careful on the roads this morning and use those low beams. Now your temperatures around the region, a little bit of a warmer start than yesterday. Prestonsburg 71 degrees this morning. Moorhead is at 72. London, you are at 67, and Williamsburg, you are at 64 degrees. So overall, a pretty warm start to your day. Now satellite and radar, though, we are clear. You see a few showers into West Virginia up to the northeast. Now that's where they're going to stay for the first half of the day. However, we could see some showers and thunderstorms develop as we head into the afternoon hours, but for now we are looking at plenty of sunshine, and I'll have the latest on the rain trends in just a little bit, Connor.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Well, Kentucky is getting more than $9 million in grants. The money will go towards fighting the opioid crisis. Vice President Mike Pence made that announcement yesterday during his first visit to the mountains. Miranda Combs was part of the press motorcade. She has more on his visit to Clay County and an unscheduled stop in Laurel County.
It could never get old seeing a representation of your country land in your little part of the country. Vice President Mike Pence taxied down London Corbin Airport, had a brief visit with Governor Matt Bevin inside Air Force Two, then side by side they exited the plane, greeted by officials from every county and city anywhere near London. Vice President Pence took time to shake hands, take pics and hugs, and some media questions.
Vice President, we are, though, in Clay County, are headed there right now, scourged with pills still, scourged with crystal meth. What do you want them to walk away with when you leave today?
Well, we're going to talk today about an innovative program that our armed forces are partnering with local law enforcement, providing necessary health care, including remedies for people that are dealing with drug abuse and addiction.
And then we ended up at Weaver's Hot Dogs.
Okay, but the chili bun is an actual hot dog.
Well, no, the hot dog has the chili on it.
Okay, the bun has got the chili in it. Okay.
No, had no idea he was coming. So this is, we're very excited.
Weaver's has been a family business since 1940.
Are you nervous about serving to a vice president?
Oh, just a little bit.
I told the governor I'd buy for him.
How about you let me get it today?
Huh?
And then, yeah, next time
if
you're
you do
next
that,
time.
I'm just going to leave a very large tip.
Next time you're in town, I'll let you pay. How about that?
Huh?
No grilled onions. All right.
I like grilled onions, but I'm about to have to go talk to a bunch of people. Go on me.
These patrons had no idea they'd be eating chili dogs while the vice president joined them. Maybe part of the fun for everybody.
I don't know that we've ever met, though. Nice to see you, sir.
Vice President.
Nice to meet you.
We then were whisked away back into the motorcade, arrived at EKU to learn about innovative readiness training when military with medical backgrounds from all over the country come to rural areas to offer free services.
I think it's a great point. I can't help but believe that that families in Eastern Kentucky who are working with or obtaining services from these men and women might well have young people that take a fresh look at military service.
After speaking to 250 guests about the hope for Manchester to pull out of this drug epidemic and the IRT program there to support them, we were back in the motorcade and got the chance most media don't get to have. We waved goodbye and watched a moment in Clay County history head back to home base. In London, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
You can find much more on Vice President Pence's visit, including his entire speech, on our website, WYMT.com. And hundreds of people spent their Thursday morning lining up outside of EKU's Manchester campus, hoping for that opportunity to see the Vice President. Some got there hours before the doors opened around 10:45 a.m. Ruth Schellinger stood in line with her 8-year-old daughter, thinking it would be an opportunity to learn something new right in her hometown.
We figured it would be a great opportunity for her to come out here and meet and see some of the top officials of the country.
The nearly 350 people in line made it inside before the doors closed because of capacity restrictions. The few people who showed up after the doors closed had the opportunity to watch the event from an overflow area. And while in Kentucky, the vice president also addressed the mass shootings in Texas and Ohio, along with gun violence prevention. He says the Trump administration is working on justice reform and ways to support mental health.
But we're also looking to support new programs and new ways to support mental health and to make sure that individuals who are a danger to others or themselves do not have access to firearms, which is what the red flag law contemplates.
Meanwhile, a big moment for Harlan County Judge Executive Dan Mosley. Governor Bevin introduced Mosley to the vice president. Mosley says they discussed the situation with Black Jewel miners. The Black Jewel miners protest is still going strong in Harlan County. Tuesday, we learned Copper-Glo won the bid for the mines. The deal could close as soon as later today. Meanwhile, a Lexington church is jumping in to help. They are taking up school supplies they plan to bring down to Harlan on Sunday. They will have a bus set up in Lexington today to pack up and drive down. Well, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Later, if you would like to read, we'll tell you why it's the perfect day to grab your favorite book and just relax.
We have a few rain chances on the way, but the weekend is looking pretty nice. I'll have that extended forecast for you coming up next.